But Mr. Rhymes, talk about some of the obstacles you had to face when pushing yourself towards your greatness.
Oh man. So I had to push myself, man, through a lot of stuff. Like doing time, coming home, trying to, you know what I mean, trying to get back back into
Adjusted to life.
society. Yeah, back adjusted to life, society, all the stuff that was going around me that was new. You know, I've been down 23, so it's like where all these weirdos come from. But I had to adjust, you know what I mean? And it was hard, man. Even still to this day, it's hard. But I have people in my life and in my corner who pushes me. You know what I mean? I got the whole Model X Institute, man, who pushes me for greatness. Like that slogan, destined for greatness, that's something serious to me. And things still gonna happen. You know what I mean? My life ain't perfect. It's not cut out like that. Like you said, I heard what you said, like, you know, if you know you're lactose intolerant, why drink milk? You're gonna be busting off. You know what I mean? If you ain't drinking lactate. That's one of my things too. I like cereal, but I'm gonna have to deal with the uncomfortability of drinking milk. So in my life, I have to deal with the uncomfortability of road rage. It's a lot of stuff I have to deal with every day. Every day, you might be driving road rage, like just to get over the hump. Rent due, you know what I mean? Your rent due, can't pay your rent, can't pay the light bill, but you still breathing. So I think that everybody that has breath in their body has another chance to do something to push their own self to be great, or to allow themselves the ability to allow someone else to push them. Because sometimes we need that push, you know what I mean? Sometimes I can be so caught up in myself that I don't even see my greatness, bro. It takes people like you know what I mean? Brandy, other people, my family, to like, be like, man, here.
Let me ask you a question. For being gone away from your family for that long and being gone from society that long, emotionally, how did that affect you coming to a society that was already looking at you because you coming home as a returning citizen? I'm gonna put it on two levels. It's a two-part question. On the family side, you had to mend some bridges because you had damaged some bridges, and then you was gone for so long that mending was gonna really be hard because time and space had got in between, and they might have healed from it, they might have blocked it out, or they might have just moved on from it where they had their own process of protecting their peace where they didn't want to address it. So you had to come home and focus on that. At the same time, it's all people who deal with returning citizens coming home. You coming home either parole, probation, or something, or child support on your back that you immediately have a payment to take care of. You got that pressure on your back. And then society. Society has grown in technology, wisdom, street knowledge. The whole neighborhood has changed within those 20 years you have been gone. So you got the anxiety of that happening and then you have the luxury of being a black male in a city that's a big city, Washington, D.C. You're in a big city, so you're coming back and hitting the ground and faced with everything that's going on emotionally in your thought process. How did you start to get to the thought process of understanding that I'm gonna go through some things, but I can't go back?
Well, first of all, man, that's a good question. That's a good question, man. I had to get help first, man, because when I came out, I didn't know what was going on, man. Emotionally, I'm all over the place.
Would you call that fear to live in society? Because you coming from where you done had comfortability.
I would call it fear of being adapted.
Because you coming from where you had comfortability of everything being organized for you, clothes, food, and shelter already prepared for you, ain't had to pay for nothing for 23 years.
Yeah.
So, would you consider it a fear to live in society as on your own, right off gate? it's my full responsibility to take care of myself.
Off the break, kind of, sort of. It was like an ancient sphere almost.
So what? And this is what I'm trying to examine when we talking about changing your thought process. What in that moment was your thought process?
I really didn't have one, because I didn't know what to do. I was just stuck. I was stuck, and by me being stuck, that's not a good thing. Because if I'm stuck, that means I want to get out, but I just don't know how. I don't know what to do. I don't have no contacts. I don't know nothing.
See, and it's in those moments that most returning citizens make the decision to go back. Because if you don't have no structure, and see, fortunate you was able to come to our program and be able to get into our program and get the life coaching component, the job training component, and the workforce training component. So within the life coaching component, can you speak upon how changing your thought process has helped you to look at yourself in step one of accountability?
Well, I mean, by being in the program, like I said, it's a lot of things I don't know. And I'm still growing at the age of 50. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I'm always a student of life. So when I came into the program, it was like, man, here go some tools. Like, y'all can't make nobody. That's just like somebody building a house. You could give him the tools, but if he don't use them, that house is still gonna be, ain't no foundation. It's probably just gonna have a foundation. Ain't nothing to be built on it. So with me, I had to reach out. Once I got in the program and all that, I started feeling a sense of, I want to live. Like I'm getting some tools now. You know what I mean? I know how to take 2 steps and turn left when somebody say that. Mm-hmm. So I follow. I ain't taking 3 trying to make my own joint then turn left. I will do that eventually. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But it helped me. My mom's here. You know what I mean? It afforded me some things, man. This program afforded me some things that I never thought possible, to be honest.
So now that you done addressed that first fear that you had, you got in the program, you started taking life coach, you started getting the workforce training, and then you start working and applying it to your life. And this ain't no overnight things. This is years of working with us, working with the program and all the different programs we had offering that you can get in that can help you change your life and change your thought process. Succeeding some, falling back some, succeeding some, falling back some. But in each of those emotional states, you found yourself staying encouraging the others, fighting for yourself, and believing in yourself. What emotional thought process were you doing to encourage yourself not to give up when you fail?
Just having my thought process, actually, honestly, it might sound crazy, but it's true. Every time I get into like a bind or something like that, or and you know how I used to think, my thought process back then was like, by any means necessary. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't working, and if I am working, they ain't paying enough. You know what I mean? So I got to do something. But now I know how to sit still. You know what I mean? When I feel that urge, my thought process now it's way better than it was before. Because now I can go through something, and I know that it's gonna lead me back there. So my thought process is to always keep jail right here. I keep it right here, bro. I keep it right here. So when it comes, my thought process is already an orange jumper, handcuffs, back of a police car, people telling me when to eat, when to take a shot. Nah.
So you turned your negative triggers to your positive triggers as motivation not to go back. Exactly. As we taught you to do in the program. We told you to take and put something in front of you to keep you from repeating the same process. If you already know the consequences of your bad choices and your bad thought processes, instead of looking at them as mistakes, you turn it around and use them as guides and motivations to keep you pushing forward, to keep you doing the right thing. So you using being locked up 23 years is not a crutch or a downfall of your life. You're using it now as a motivational tool to push yourself in the right thought process to keep going the right way. So those days where it looks like it's going to be the end, instead of giving up and going to create the end by going to do something wrong and going back to prison, you stay right there in that moment and you wait and be patient and speak life into yourself. And then the door of opportunity opens because you've been practicing your characteristics of kindness, empathy, love, respect for others, and been pushing yourself in that thought process of encouraging yourself and speaking life, so that opportunity and the door opens because you be patient and you wait for the right opportunity instead of creating the wrong opportunity that will reverse the situation and have you back. I want to thank you, Mr. Ryan, for sharing that. But I never let y'all leave without encouraging you. So I'm gonna speak some encouragement into you right now. I want you to know that you are a positive king and a brilliant black man. No matter what you went through those 23 years, you came out on top. You're still here right now. No matter what's trying to attack you with negative energy right now, or whoever's speaking negative energy in your life, we push them back right now. We speak positive energy into you right now, black man, and let you know you're a leader, you're a king, you're greatness, and you're here for a purpose. And we can't wait to see your impact on the world. And we encourage you to keep pushing your stuff, keep working the steps. Always do the first step, accountability, daily take accountability. Mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially in your life. Remove those people, places, and things that's bringing that negative energy, and remove them, but replace them with people that make your life 5 times better. I encourage you to stay positive. Thank you for sharing. I'm about